Hello everyone, I'm at Bishopwearmouth Cemetery. Yesterday on Facebook I wrote a story called Sarah. It was about a spinster baptised in the Hotley Spring area in 1782. She was from a place called Penshire Staithes, which was just east of Fatfield, down by the River Wear, close to the village of Penshire. She was the daughter of a Lewis Legge, who had several pubs, a brewery, I think a mill as well. So she was born into she had a good start to life. Next we knew she was in 1841. She was living at Hotley Spring at a place called Quality Hill, which was known as Quality Hill due to the grandeur of the houses and the wealth of the people who lived them. It's also known as, well, it's Nesham Terrace. I'm just standing here because it's sheltered. It's spitting on a little bit, so that's why I'm rushing this particular video, because the rains started a little bit. And then the house she was living in was sold when she was a tenant, so she moved to Sunderland and lived in the fine street, Foyle Street, number 7, in the heart of Bishopwearmouth. And she died on the 9th of December 1856, and she was buried at Bishopwearmouth Cemetery. Now, all I knew was that she was buried in a vault space C, and I didn't know exactly where that was, and I couldn't find any record of any inscription. But this morning when I had a look, somebody had transcribed the headstone but had given her the surname as Byrne, and put Sarah Legge Byrne down on the transcription record when it's actually Sarah Legge. She wasn't what it was. She was actually buried in the Byrne family vault, which is what I suspected. I thought it would be around this particular area, close to the particular chapel. She was actually placed in the burial vault of that particular family, so she was buried at least with her brother-in-law, Thomas Byrne, and also her father-in-law, Thomas Byrne Sr. Now, we're actually just stood close to where she's actually buried. I'm going to walk over there in a moment. This bank along here is a series of brick graves. So underneath the surface, there's like vault space for family burials. And you can sort of see in the embankment parts of them. Some have been covered up. Oh, it's not raining. We're all right. It stopped. So you see these banks here, and all along here, this is like one of the finest bits to be buried in Bishopwearmouth Cemetery. A lot of the great and the good had their own burial grounds on here. So as you can see, for this one, for William Orton Bradley of Bishopwearmouth, there is, you can see like stone bits at the front, and you can even see some of the bricks there. So underneath that would be the burial ground. I'm not too sure whether you could actually go down in steps to them. I don't think they're deep enough for that. I think literally what there was you would take slabs off and put a coffin in some of the space. As you can see, that's showing up a little bit here. I think they've all been covered over with earth because it's actually stopped a little bit, so I can slow down. If you can see, like this place here, it probably looked something like this, but the bank's sort of been covered over with earth. All of these had iron railings around the outsides. These were like family burial grounds. That one's for the Thompson family. This one is for William Holmes Rodolphe Holmes, ship owners. Lots of ship owners along here. But going back to Sarah, this is the spinster's final resting place. So you can see the headstone, but you wouldn't realise that there was like a vault, as I mentioned earlier, in this particular space. So look here, in affectionate remembrance of my beloved husband Thomas Byrne Jr., solicitor, who died August the 27th, 1862, aged 47 years, and then also Thomas Byrne Sr., who died April the 2nd, 1862, aged 92 years. So father and son both died, April, May, June, within about 4 months of each other. Good age 92. Thomas Byrne, who I mentioned in the story, he was a ship owner. So we found out Thomas Byrne Jr. was a solicitor. Now, they lived at Foyle Street as well. And there we have, and of Sarah Legge, it's got an E on the end, L-E-G-G-E, of Hortonley Spring, who died December the 9th, 1856, aged 74 years. Then also, and the epitaph at the bottom is, them also which sleep in Jesus will God bring with him. So, thankfully I found out where Sarah was buried. I recognised the name Thomas Byrne because I've obviously walked along this path loads of times over the last 5 years. I had a feeling it might be somewhere like here, so just so we know where we are, there's the Southern Cemetery Chapel just over there, and that noise is Chester Road and the garden centre over there. So if you want to read the full story about her life, it's on Facebook in Sunderland History, also Sunderland History and Memories, and it'll be on Friends of Sunderland Cemeteries later. There's the one I did last night, and then there's the updated version. I'm going to write up about this particular visit. So thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy that, please give it a like, and if you wish, click on the subscribe because it helps grow the channel. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.